Hello. Welcome to the Goods. I know that you have been looking at us wearing our Fly Goods podcast gear and wondering where can we get those. Well, guess what? We have the answers for you. We have it here, Teespring. Go to Teespring and you will find all of this glorious merchandising, from T-shirts to mugs to, well, there's other toys, but we can't talk about that now. Go to Teespring. Enjoy our memorabilia. And we're back! Oh, Flash!
No substance.
So today's top 5, this entanglement top 5,
The entanglement top 5.
is dedicated to Mr. Will Smith, our first recipient of the Lifetime Achievement Award for the first goodie.
Yeah, exactly. And for some particular reason, we didn't do a top 5 that day.
So we're gonna do it today.
Yes.
Because Will, we love you, and we don't believe in entanglements.
4 years later, we're
That's
actually
right.
giving him
And
some
we don't
love.
believe in entanglements.
Yeah, dude. Poor you, man.
I love you. You're awesome. You're amazing.
It doesn't suck to be him at all, but even with your entanglement issue, it doesn't suck to be you at all. But man, I do feel sorry for you.
Yeah.
But anyway.
You ever want to be on the show? Let us know.
Yeah,
Terrence, go first.
You can sit here right next to John. John's always
John Cena can scoot over. He's
Yeah, there you go. All right, so my number 5, and was a hard list.
This was a very hard list.
For a man who's not really known for doing sequels, he's got a lot of fucking sequels, man.
Yes, he does.
So, and you had to think about, like, do I just put all of them on there? No, that's not what I did. But my number 5, actually, and I feel like I got a 5A and a 5B, but this one I felt like I could not leave it out.
All right.
Was Ali.
Ali.
You left it out.
No, I did not.
Oh God, is our list that the same?
I hope not. Go.
So I went with Ali. I think out of all the people, so when you see like a documentary film or where they cast somebody and you feel like that person embodies the person that they're trying to portray on screen, Will Smith did an amazing job. He really made you feel like he was Muhammad Ali. They covered so much in that film. He got to show more dramatic range. One of the earlier films where, like, when he's an actual name, because I know he did smaller films where he did some drama, but this is one of the earlier films when he's still the comedic action guy, where he's kind of showing his dramatic range and showing the darker side and like the womanizing parts of Muhammad Ali, and showing all the stuff that he had to go through civil rights and all that stuff. So I think Will Smith did a great job in that, to where you never think of or hear of them talk about doing a remake of that life story, because he basically gave you what we all pictured and what we thought Muhammad Ali was in his life. So great job by Will Smith, and I think it deserves to be in the top 5.
All right. Awesome.
Almost did make it.
Number 4.
Number
4.
All right, so here we get into franchise talk. So I went with Men in Black 2.
Men in Black 2?
Men in Black 2, and it was a toss-up because I was debating, did I want to go?
Wasn't even that funny.
Did I want to go Men in Black 1 or Men in Black 2?
Because of Rosario Dawson.
Man, there was a lot of reasons why I like Men in Black 2. But Men in Black 2 turned out for me to be more Will Smith's movie, and the first one was more of a Tommy Lee Jones film, because it was him just kind of like bringing this little wide-eyed kid onto the team, and like this is like Will Smith's in charge, and we really got to see Will Smithing it up. Where like
I thought he was more Will Smith in part 3.
Really.
Yeah, but Brolin kind of stole that.
I mean, because
you think Brolin? I think Brolin stole that one though.
Yeah, this one was a definitive Will Smith doing the Will Smith thing in a movie, besides Bad Boys 2. This one was all Will Smith being Will Smith. So he totally took over, and I think this is one of the films where we really got to see that he could sell a film by himself. Mm-hmm. I know he had been in bigger film, or he had been in other big films, but it was always alongside another big known actor at the time, where you look like your Independence Days and stuff like that. This one, after the first one, nobody came back to see Tommy Lee Jones. Everybody came back to see Will Smith. And this was him being like, I can sell a box office no matter what the film is. Wild Wild West. But the film for me was amazingly funny, and it kind of revisited a lot of the tropes where he didn't understand, but now he kind of like is ingrained into all of them. Look, if I have to explain Men in Black 2 to you, you just don't even need to be watching this top 5 list. All right, so number 3. All right, so number 3, I went with I Am Legend.
Okay.
All right, so I Am Legend is a great movie, even though I keep being told that it was highly different. Yes, I know. It was highly different from the actual, like, the source material that it was based on, which is a comic book, I believe. And that, but for what they gave us, and seeing Will Smith kind of not Will Smithing it up, but doing his own Castaway at this point. It was basically the zombie Castaway.
World War Z Castaway.
World War Z. Well, I mean, Brad Pitt got people in it.
World War Z Castaway.
But it's and what it says is that if you
World
are
War C.
World War C.
All right, I'm sorry.
I like that one. But it says that the level of actor that you are to be able to just carry a movie by yourself. Okay. That's why we give Tom Hanks so much credit for it in Castaway. This is why we should give Will Smith a lot of credit for it in I Am Legend. And it's a zombie movie, an action film, a lone film.
A boy and his dog film.
A boy and a dog film. There you go. This is a whole story about the girl who wrote a book, and she's like, because every book she read as a child was about a boy and his dog, and so she had to write a book about a girl and her dog. Anyway, so it's a great film. They never did a sequel. It kept talking about it for years, and it kind of was like, well, one, he died, but two, that Will Smith doesn't do sequels, but yeah, he certainly does. All right, number two. We didn't go with, but I'm sure we did go with ID4.
ID4. My goodness. Oh my goodness, this is hilarious.
That's probably why we never did this top 5 list, because we were going to put the same movies to the whole list. Independence Day was the coming out for Will Smith. Okay. He was no longer the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He was now the charismatic.
We've talked about this though before. We said that Bad Boys 1 was kind of like his coming out party, and Independence Day was where he became a star.
Okay, I'll give you that. There you go. His stardomness. There you go. Was based on
started with Independence Day.
Yeah, was secured with Independence Day. Even though he had to, he didn't carry the movie by himself. It was a lot of Jeff Goldblum in his film. Jeff Goldbluming it up. Because Jeff Goldblum doesn't play any other character but some smart, quirky guy, and Will Smith is always the charismatic, love interest in every film. So they both got to just be themselves in a film about aliens and action and blowing stuff up. And when I was looking at this, it was a thing. I forget what it's called, but they do like they do a pitch meeting. It's called pitch meeting, and they talk about like they were pitching Independence Day and how ridiculous the movie is when you like pitch it out to a producer, and it's like you literally started thinking like some of this movie is really, really stupid, but you were so bought in by Jeff Goldblum and Will Smith in this film that you just kind of let all that stuff go by. Okay. Like the fact that like they implanted a virus into a alien ship through a USB. Why the hell did that work? Why would they you know what? We can't even run software from a Windows PC to an Apple computer.
And
alien tech works with our stuff? Why does that work? And why the fact that they had an alien ship from 50 years ago, and yet they just fly back with the rest of the army, and they don't question a 50-year-old ship just popping back up? It's like, where did that jalopy come from?
Or they haven't upgraded since the 50s.
Yeah, it's like they haven't upgraded technology in 50 years. It was like, no, we're good. It still works. Okay. But anyway, so it's a great film. It was basically what secured his stardom. The film is it's such a popcorn film that literally, I think it's dated at this point, but this thing will still pop up on TV from time to time.
I don't think it's dated at all.
You don't think it's dated?
No,
have you seen the special effects?
Yes, I have. It still blows my mind.
All right.
Number one.
Number one is the most obvious thing I could have put on
Bad Boys.
Two.
God dang it.
Bad Boys 2 it should just be called Bad
Boy.
Because it's all Will Smith. I felt like Martin Lawrence got the shaft in this film. Like, he wasn't there when they were writing this film, and it was just Will Smith there, and he was like, no, give me that line. Give me that line.
Oh, that was going to be Marty's line?
Yeah, no, give that to me. Give that to me, too. And it was like, oh, Marty, hey, what's up, man?
What's up, man? Oh, you're in this, too.
Yeah, we got this pool scene that you could be in.
Hey, how about this ecstasy scene?
Yeah, it's
ecstasy scene.
I'm gonna shoot you. It's gonna be funny though. It's gonna be funny.
Yeah, and we're gonna mess with the KKK too.
This movie was all Will Smith, but it's a great film. It had to be as long as it was because the first hour of this movie was nothing but Will Smith, and then they finally kind of got Martin Lawrence back up to speed. Yeah, it's like, hey, just give him a second.
He's done with Big Mama's House.
There you go. Bring him on here. But the film
top 5 Martin Lawrence
was because the first Bad Boys film was a good movie, and it did really, really well and had a fan following for it. But Bad Boys 2, when that came out, that movie was amazing, and not Jerry Bruckheimer.
Michael Bay.
Michael Bay, thank you. I don't know why I could ever forget his name. This made Michael Bay as a producer. I mean, like, he did some others, like, he was part of other things, but look, Bad Boys 2 is where they gave him the keys to Transformers for some reason.
Bad Boys 2 is why he got Transformers?
Is why he got the Transformers franchise. And the fact that the job that Martin Lawrence and especially Will Smith did in this film is what got us Bad Boys 3 20 years later. But it's what kept the name and what kept us basing our friendship on it. I was gonna say relationship. Basing our friendship on that dynamic between him and Martin Lawrence, because that, I mean, it really defines us. It really defines us. But that's my top 5.
All right.
He's gonna repeat the same 5
I'm gonna
movies.
repeat the same. Well, okay. All right. So my number 5 starts with Ali.
Serious?
Yes, it did. Why? Because this was actually such a passion project for Will Smith, and you have a freaking director like Michael Mann behind the freaking helm there. I mean, you just can't lose. And I think that was the biggest thing, is that how much of an influence Ali was on Will Smith, that he was really passionate about the project. And when you have that kind of passion, it's just going to reap gold, seriously. Now, you said it best as far as some actors just embody the character.
Yeah.
You will never have another person play Ray Charles.
No.
Ever.
Jamie Lee Foxx is Ray Charles.
Jamie Lee Foxx?
Jamie Foxx. I'm thinking about Jamie Lee Curtis at the time.
Jamie Foxx played him so well, Kanye put him to play Ray Charles in Gold Digger.
He did.
So, you know.
Just do that Ray Charles impersonation.
So Will Smith is exactly that as far as Ali, and there's a lot of things that they left out, but there's a lot of the things that they put in really showed his craft, really showed his range, and he was just phenomenal. Nominated for an Oscar for that film. Freaking, you got to check that one out. Number 4! It's Men in Black 1!
Oh, changing it up there.
I changed it up. So Men in Black 1, which was kind of weird because this is actually year 2 of him fighting aliens in 1997, because he already fought aliens in 96. So guess what? We're going to fight him again in the summer for...
You figure that's the reason why he wasn't so, like, weirded out by it, because he was like, oh yeah, I already see,
I've done this before.
Yeah.
And the technology got better.
But y'all ain't got no ships now.
Yeah. So, but this was actually, real... there was a lot of great characters, a lot of great aliens, a lot of great special effects. Barry Sonnenfeld, you have that quirkiness from Addams Family and those type of movies that Sonnenfeld did. And you have, now he's doing it with aliens. So yeah, it was really cool. Tony Shalhoub's face gets blown off and he grows another head. It's awesome. So yeah, but the chemistry too. The chemistry between him and not just Tommy Lee Jones, but freaking Rip Torn. The older guy, the head of the MIB.
Who's the dude that played the alien?
Oh yeah, and then you got fucking Vincent D'Onofrio.
There it is.
D'Onofrio. You got freaking Gomer Pyle himself, freaking stretching his face and shit, being a roach. But Will Smith was awesome in it. Like you said, fish out of water in it. But still, I thought that he was more Will Smith in that one than he was in part 2, because part 2 he was kind of questioning his decision. It almost felt like, and this one he was really like curious about it. And look at his surprise on the noisy cricket. Like, I feel I'm gonna break this thing. So that's why there's a lot of it, a lot of those type of that humor that I saw. And then his interaction with the worm guys is just hilarious. So, Men in Black, number 4. Number 3 is World War C. I Am Legend.
Hashtag World War C.
World War C. World War Castaway. I freaking like this movie a lot, man. I gotta say, his main interaction is with the dog. And the science of it all, the flashbacks where you get to see the pain that he caused by losing his family and all this other stuff. I mean, he just does a really phenomenal job. You want to talk about carrying a movie, just like Hanks carried Castaway? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he really carries this movie.
Right.
The dog too, but he really carries this movie.
And going back to that saying that, like, you can kill 1 million people, like the whole world basically died off and stuff like that. You kill one dog, and everybody loses their mess.
Waterfalls. But either way, the special effects. Now you want to talk about dated. Okay, the zombies are kind of like, but the concept is great. The concept is
which
really,
is why we should have
great.
got the I Am Legacy.
Something like that. That would have been awesome. But either way, great movie. Check it out. Number 2 is ID4.
Of course.
Film that shot him.
Did we really put it in the exact same order?
Film that shot him to stardom and made him the king of the 4th of July. He got 3 4th of July releases in a row, 96, 97, 98. He got all of them and only one bombed, but it had Salma Hayek, so I'm good. Either way,
I mean, that scene with the pajamas.
yeah, exactly.
God bless.
Either way, Independence Day has such a great cast. You got Will Smith, Jeff Goldblum, Bill Pullman. You got Vivica Fox, who, despite an alien invasion, still has time to go to work and go strip. That's freaking commitment right there.
She's more dedicated than that girl who fell off the pole and broke her jaw.
That's right. Dang you, Janae Sky. That's awful.
I mean,
Anyway.
which one do you feel like is more dedicated? She fell, she was already dancing, she kept dancing, or like, hey, look, there's an alien invasion going on. I gotta go make money.
That's true. Anyway.
I got bills to pay. I got bills.
But you know what? You look at those special effects and what they did with the miniatures and everything, and then the visual of the White House blowing up and all of that was just in '96. I mean, it was phenomenal. You never seen anything like it before. So I really, really thought that it was freaking fantastic. But also, I liked a lot of the music too. You know, Emmerich put a lot of that freaking 1950s World War. What was that? War of the Worlds?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, 1950s War of the Worlds, that Orson Welles type of feel to that. There's a lot of scenes like that and a lot of the music that kind of like remind you of that alien invasion back in the 50s. So I thought it was freaking phenomenal. Great popcorn flick, still holds up. I think it was the highest grossing movie of '96.
More than likely.
Yeah,
because
so
I
it was
think
freaking
everybody
phenomenal.
wanted to see that film when it came out.
Phenomenal movie.
I think the poster was ripped off by every other ID4 knockoff. Everybody kind of like redid the White House blowing up.
Yeah.
On every cover and every poster, and it was something like knockoff of ID4, and it was just the same picture.
ID4 and a half.
Yeah, there you go.
ID2.
ID8. IG88.
And he did such a great job in that movie, and he was the movie itself was so good that Resurrection had no chance without him.
I don't even know why they went forward with that movie when he said no.
No, but he wanted to, but he chose Suicide Squad instead.
Yeah, I don't know.
I would have waited. I wouldn't have made it. I would have just waited. They waited 20 years for Bad Boys. They could have waited.
I know,
Anyway,
right?
all right.
And they still ain't got no good explanation for them Bad Boys.
Even though they still want to make part 3. It's crazy. All right.
Wait, what?
Yeah. They want to make Independence Day 3.
They gonna say he's alive?
It's his brother.
He was. Oh God.
Another
He's got a
killer.
twin brother.
Twin brother.
He got a twin
All
brother.
right,
His son didn't know nothing about
one.
it.
Number 1 was Bad Boys 2.
I thought you were gonna say the first Bad Boys.
Because you're absolutely right. If you're talking about a Will Smith top
Yeah.
5, you gotta put Bad Boys 2 because that was virtually his movie.
Yes.
Everything pretty much revolved around him. Now, granted, their chemistry was freaking phenomenal every time they were together, but overall,
Except
it
in
was
Bad Boys
always, no, it was great there too. Shut up. I love that movie. I don't care what you say. But either way, Bad Boys 2, one of the best, if not the best car chase scene. I think we even have it in number 1 as the top car chase.
And what's funny is that
film.
it's all CGI. They drove the car through it before Matrix had done it, like driving it through it in CGI and all the extra cars in and having them flip and stuff like that. But I rewatched the scene. It still doesn't look dated. It still looks like he's driving, cars are flipping over, and I was like, oh, this is an amazing car chase scene for that movie. And the CGI is what, like 20 years old?
Yeah.
Yeah, so God bless. It's a great job.
And
Them in Jurassic Park, best CGI that last lifetime.
That's very true. And then you, for all you dads of teenagers, that tells you how to act with the first date.
Yes, that is. Schooled us all. This is if you're a young boy and you're
Chitty chitty bang bang.
and you're going to go pick up your girlfriend for a date. Trust me, if they act like if the dad comes out with his friend and press you at the door, it's because he watched Bad Boys.
Exactly. So phenomenal movie, freaking awesome work by all of them. Great cast. Gabrielle Union was awesome in that movie too.
Too bad she wasn't in 3.
Too bad she wasn't in 3. Barely mentioned her in 3, but terrific movie. That's my favorite. All right.
Honorable mentions. Let me put my 5B that I tried to force into this top 5
what was
list.
the 5B?
Focus.
Never seen it.
I think that this
I thought it was amazing. I mean, I heard it was amazing. I have not seen it.
I thought it didn't. So like when the critics came out, they just kind of said like it was a meh movie. Like, but the movie was really good with him and Margot Robbie. I thought they had great chemistry on screen. The whole premise about him being like a con man, but like a top level. I go after like big cons, and she was still like the
So it was like
the
Dirty Rotten.
So it was like Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. Yeah, exactly. Except that she just wasn't as good as Steve Martin. But she was hotter, definitely hotter.
She was definitely hotter.
But that's it. Look, if you get a chance to watch Focus, watch Focus. I also put on here 6 Degrees of Separation. If you haven't seen it, it's a really good movie.
Very good.
Starring Will Smith. Hitch, I've seen part of only because I'm not really a romantic comedy film, and I started.
Hitch was fantastic.
I
That was a great
watched
movie.
half of the film on accident, and then I realized I was watching a romantic comedy, and I just turned it off because I just can't.
But it was
I can't.
hilarious.
I can't do it.
Him and Kevin James were
I
awesome.
can't.
Okay.
I can't do it. I can't do it. No
All right.
romantic comedies.
All right.
Concussion's also a good one too.
Okay. Tell the truth.
Tell the truth.
All right. I'm gonna go. Obviously, Bad Boys.
Uh-huh.
I don't care what you say. Bad Boys 3 for Life is freaking awesome. I love that movie. That was a really good movie.
He should have made Independence Day too.
I love Independence Day. No.
He should have made Independence Day too. ID for resurgence.
Hancock.
Oh yeah, Hancock.
I liked
forgot to write
Hancock
that
a lot.
down.
But
Yeah.
I liked Hancock when he was Dirty Hancock.
when he became a superhero.
When he was superhero Hancock, that was like, it was okay.
Yeah, the drunk Hank, that was funny.
Yeah,
That was
the
funny.
drunk Hancock
All
was
the
the best.
Superman things that you always wonder about, he got to realize on screen, like what happened if Superman was drunk? What happened if Superman had some dirty sex in the trailer park and let loose?
All right, I, Robot.
iRobot.
Great movie.
I actually wrote that down.
I
did
like
say
that movie.
one, yeah.
Okay, I did say Hitch. I did say Concussion. Suicide Squad was good. He was good in it. The movie was okay, but he was good in it.
Right.
Spies in Disguise, good voice work. I
still haven't seen him.
I liked him in Spies in Disguise as far as voice work better than I did in Shark Tale. So I'm gonna give Spies in Disguise. And
I
my
did
son
see
loves that
Shark
movie
Tale.
too.
Shark Tale's a good one. Shark Tale's a good one.
I hate that movie.
Really?
Yes. Enemy of the State.
I've only seen it once,
That's a
and I
freaking
barely remember it.
Not hilarious. That's a phenomenal movie, but it's hilarious story behind that movie. So check it out.
Go ahead.
So we were the friends back in the day. Opening weekend of Enemy of the State. We're going to the bar on Saturday to see it at noon.
And the NSA is tracking.
No, bullcrap, at 1.
They're watching you through the cameras.
We went to the bar first at noon before we went to the movie, and then it became 1. Like, damn it, we'll catch the 2 o'clock. Then we stayed at the bar some more. Damn it, let's go to the 3 o'clock.
The 3 o'clock showing?
There's a 3. Okay, oh, damn it, let's go to the 4 o'clock and let's go to the next. And we kept putting it off
in the
over
afternoon, okay.
and over and over again. And
You
yeah.
didn't see it.
And we did not see it that day. We saw it the next day. We did not see it that day.
So the moral,
Great time.
moral of the story is don't drink.
The moral story is don't go to the bar before you go to see a movie. Yeah.
Like we always say, put your top 5 list of Will Smith films in the comments below. I know you guys are gonna talk about like why we didn't put in Pursuit of Happiness and 7 Pounds and all of his dramatic, really good movies that he's gotten a lot of nominations and awards for that we just chose all the good popcorn flicks for because it's our list.
Because they're fun.
But you guys get an opportunity to put it in the comments below. There you go. Make sure you also subscribe as well as click the notification bell so that way you're aware of all the other videos that we do on the channel.
For Aspen and Art, where the hell they're at, I'm Manny.
I'm Terrence.
And we'll see you next time.
Real quick, if you're still here, because we do these end of the video little blooper things. If you're still here, look down. There's a link here for Patreon. If you guys like the show, please give us money. Give us money. We'll take a penny. We'll take a nickel. We'll take a dime. We'll take $1. We have some stuff on there that we're giving away on Patreon if you do contribute, because trust me, we need help. We need help. We want to buy new equipment, and we need an editor. Somebody who doesn't have to stay up in the middle of the night, or they don't have to stay up in the middle, but I won't have to do it. So please, down patreon.com/thegoods. It's in the link. Please do it. We appreciate it.